Happy Sundays with Cinnamon.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, you're speaking loudly.
Yes,
Does
I
that meet
am.
everybody's models?
Yes, yes. Well, I really know that it's important to, if this message is going to get out there, you have to hear it. So I'll speak more loudly and hope that it's more audible for the masses.
And thank you all for being so patient with our process. And
Okay, so let's start right there. They are creating patience.
yes,
And that gives them a lot more credit than for being patient, because they might not be patient the next time if they are not taking responsibility for it. Well, I can create patience. I did last time. See what I mean? So it's really, the language is so important. The language that you're speaking to yourself takes you to behaviors. Yeah?
it's so true because someone wrote me a letter this week, and because she wasn't blaming me, I listened. And what she said was, I am addicted to you fixing this, Kathleen. I cannot hear Cinnamon, and I need to let go of my addiction.
Oh, wonderful.
And just by her owning the fact that she was being addicted, I've been on it.
You're grateful.
I'm grateful.
Yeah.
And I want to know how this is going for you folks. I mean, why this is for you guys. Why even do this if people can't hear it? Although I guess I'll be able to see it forever, but we're just doing it for everybody.
Yeah, that's the point.
Including
Just
ourselves.
To spread the consciousness of love in the world.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, who's that little guy over there?
Oh, Francesco. This is Saint Francis of Assisi, who I consider I've adopted him as my patron saint. I have statues, big and small, everywhere, even in my bathroom, because of his purpose in life to be humble and bold and simple and loving. The prayer of St. Francis, for anyone who knows it, just is about giving to receive and not for receiving. It's just that if I want to receive, I'll give. And that's how it works.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, and so every time I pass him or look at, and I'm not blind to him. You know how sometimes you have things around you and you see them so often, you don't see them anymore. And I'm not blind to him. He inspires me when I'm on my knees at night, and and in the morning. I'm so happy to be his friend.
how about this guy up here?
Oh, Jesus. my buddy Jesus. You know,
he keeps looking down at me.
Well, you know, I put this picture there. I hope you can see that picture, that tenderness in his face. And I put him there because my exercise, my physical therapy mat is right in line with his eyesight. And on nights when it's like 1, 2, sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm still working with it, he just says, "Come on, girl." It's not a cross. It's
No, that's
So I did it. You can do it. You know, just surround yourself with things like the Jesus hands and angels of every kind, hearts that my dear you gave me. You just remind yourself of who you really are, the nature of why we're here, and it's easier to be who you really are. Because this world will say, forget, you know, upset yourself. This terrible thing happened, upset yourself. You don't bless the world with worry.
Speaking about difficult challenges, what about anxiety?
I just, that just showed up. You saw that when it came into me.
Because
it's rampant in
I know
society.
I was creating anxiety when I lived in San Diego, and I walked myself into a therapist's office and said, I think I need pills. And I said, I need pills. I'm not functioning. And he said, not now. I'd like to see you weekly. And I was going to Kaiser at the time, and he said, I know that Kaiser will only allow you to come once a month. He said, and what's it worth to you? What's it worth to pay into you, and come to me every week? And I knew it was from his heart. It wasn't just to get money from me. And although everyone else was like, oh, yeah, he just wants more money. And he just said, this is an investment in you, Kathleen. And from there on,
See, I want to shed a little more light on that story of it's not just about money. And if people say that to me, oh, it's just about money, I will say it's about money. The whole world's about money, and it's about his heart. Money is a detail. Do you see what I'm saying?
if he was just, yes, if he was 100% honest with himself, of course it's about money as well.
He's making a living and he's doing it this way, and if it's heartfelt work, and I say if because not every,
And it was, I saw that.
not every doctor is in his heart. Many of them are in their heads, and they're limited in their vision because of it. And so I like to keep it real. Of course, it's about money. The whole world is about money. And you decide, as St. Francis, whether you're going to live simply with money or extravagantly with money or...
And no wrong or right with that.
Exactly. And so, like, when people say I'm crazy, a lot of times they do, because I trust love completely without exception. And if they say to me, oh, you're just crazy, I say, and your point? Because if that's the way I'm perceived as crazy, better that I be crazy and at peace than to be sane and full of anxiety.
That's for sure. So let's speak about anxiety. What is it?
It's a cellular reaction to whatever is going on that you're resisting with your mind. You're in your mind, not connected to your power. So it seems, for instance, you came here and almost left today because my car was gone. My car's in repair. It seemed that I wasn't here. Look what we would have missed if you had believed your eyes.
Yes.
Yeah? So...
And I was shocked I even knocked. My heart said, just knock.
Yeah,
Mama, why
and
am I
the
knocking?
anxiety comes from believing your mind. Believing you're powerless. Believing. That's why I ask people to stop believing and thinking and feeling. Go to what you know. Oh, I feel like I can't breathe. Okay, what do you know about that? Oh, I can breathe. You see? Go to what you know and you're comforted. Keep staying in your mind and it will just say, see, what if? And perhaps I've said this before with Sundays with Cinnamon, play the what if game for yourself. What if I just continue to breathe even better and stronger instead of, what if I can't breathe at all? It's unknown either way. So embrace and the unknown can be fun. A lot of people scare themselves really to death at times with the unknown. And the unknown can be so fascinating and mysterious and exciting and scary in a way
when you don't
that's
fear
fun.
death. Not fearing death
Absolutely. That is
imperative.
The greatest freedom. That is the greatest freedom of all.
Being diagnosed with eye cancer 24 and 3 more times after that has helped me with that. My fear is just lessening, and then meeting you, just less and less. And I want to live this life and do everything I ever wanted to do. And
Now.
So when I die, if I die tomorrow, I know,
Or today.
or right now, I know I'm doing what I love to do and serving God.
Yeah.
So with anxiety, what about the chemical imbalance? It is an actual chemical imbalance.
It can be.
Not always.
It can be. And if it is, when people come to me for counsel for the first time, one of the first things I say is, if it's a woman, are you in premenopause? If she's in that age group, what is your health status? When was the last time you went to a doctor? Are you willing to go to a doctor and be checked out so that we can eliminate any physiological thing and just get right to the spirit of what's going on with you, whether you call it up or you call it down? So it's very important. I'm not a person who says, oh, this discount the physicality. We're in this body. We are physical, chemically oriented. And so it's our responsibility to tend to that body, that beautiful vehicle that carries the Spirit around. It's a sacred thing that carries the Holy Spirit
Which
of
means
love.
you may need medication.
Yes, and it could be any kind. It could be holistic, it could be allopathic, it could be anything that works for you. And to be told that one is better than the other is a personal, unique thing to every individual. So I like when I had cancer, I did it holistically, and it's no easier. It's still painful. Although some of my dear friends do it with allopathic chemotherapy and so forth, and I just comfort them when their heads are in the toilet bowl or when they're breaking out with blisters or whatever it is. My heart goes out to them because there is no right or wrong of it. This is a choice you made, especially if they are sorry they made that choice. Oh, then my heart opens even more. There's none of that, well, I didn't do it that way. You should have.
I healed myself without chemo.
No, because that's not loving. It's not loving to help people to feel bad. It's just not. And I don't lie to people. I just comfort them. Because anyone who knows me knows that that's not the way I did it. That's not the way I wouldn't advise anyone either way, frankly, because I want to support them in trusting their
What they
own,
know.
yeah, experience. And a lot of times people make the choice from their fear. They're more afraid not to do something than they are to do it. What if? Again, play the what if game for yourself.
I love that. Play
Yeah.
the what if game for. Yep. Let's see here. Gosh. Well, anxiety goes into depression, and that's the same thing. I
And
mean,
sometimes it's which is first the chicken or the egg. Sometimes
Depression.
triggers anxiety. Sometimes anxiety triggers depression. Who cares? Deal with it. You know.
Yeah, and the
Deal with
point
it
I
on
want to
all
make
levels.
is that if this is showing up in our life, we can handle it. We can handle anything that's given to us. And
Absolutely.
we are bigger than the anxiety, and we're bigger than the depression.
Any spiritual practice. That's why Living Love is such a universal way to teach about love. Any spiritual practice that you can name will have that premise. That nothing will be given to you that you are not capable of dealing with. And now you may forget that, you may bail on that, whatever. That is a universal fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank God.
Yes.
I say God, you can say whatever you like.
And it's a matter if you're willing. Willing.
You must. And so what I would encourage, if people said, what is the one thing you would tell me to do to strengthen my spiritual resolve? I would say, strengthen your willingness muscle. The willingness to serve love. First in yourself by not rejecting yourself for any reason. There is never a good reason. There are always reasons, multiple reasons in a moment to reject yourself. The mind is the author of that. And there's never a good one. To be willing to give away the most treasured thing that you own, your peace. Everything else can be burned or robbed or destroyed by a tsunami.
Forget about it. No way.
Yeah.
Okay, I love you, Cinnamon. I love you all. Thank you so much
Yes.
for going
Yes.
on Sundays with Cinnamon. And I hope that you could hear her today loud and clear.
Yeah, I hope so too. Bye-bye.
Love you.